but I came with weathering with you.
Yes.
4 years ago, I'm just as happy to be here again. Thanks, Kadia.
Thank you. 4年前にインドに来た時の観客が本当に熱狂的で、もう一回インドに行きたいとずっと思っていたんです。その後パンデミックがあったから、また来れるかどうか不安でした。
So 4 years ago when I came, it was amazing. The energy of my Indian fans was amazing. And then I was like, I need to go to India again. And then a small thing called the pandemic happened.
でもね、今日こんな風に来れて、皆さんと直接顔を合わせることができて、とても幸せです。
But isn't it wonderful that things are past and now I'm back here again and you're here in front of me and you're watching my movie?
ちょっと東京からね、ソータさんを連れてきました。
Say along. Say hi to Sota.
ちょっとね、ここで、舞台挨拶に付き合ってもらおうかなと。
So he's my buddy. Let him be here.
Suzume, they have loved it. They were clapping and cheering when the credits were rolling. What was your inspiration for this film?
そうですね。じゃあ、少しだけね、映画を、2時間の映画を見終わった後で、皆さんちょっと疲れてるかもしれないですけど、ちょっと映画の話をさせてください。
Okay, so Nancy's asking a question. I don't know if you really want to hear the answer. Are you bored, tired? No? Are you sure you want to hear him talk about it?
トイレに行きたい人はずっと今のうちにトイレ行ってまた戻って。
And if you really want to, you can take a loo break. Nothing important going on.
大丈夫。はい。じゃあ、少し映画の話をします。
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Suzume then.
インドの方がこの映画を見て、どこまで気づいていただけたかわからないんですけど、この映画は12年前日本で実際に起きた東日本大震災というね、出来事をベースにしています。
So I'm not sure how many of you know, but there's something called the Great East Japan Earthquake that happened. It happened 5 years ago, the Tohoku earthquake. I see a lot of people nodding, so I think there are people who know about this one.
12年前、本当に大きな地震が日本の、東北で起きて、その後津波が襲ってきて、多くの町が流されました。
So people, I'm sure you know about those who know about the Tohoku earthquake, that it was a huge tragedy. It wasn't just an earthquake, it was followed by a tsunami, and the tsunami ate up entire coastal towns.
その後、福島の原発がメルトダウンして、多くの人が東北に住み続けることができなくなりました。
And it didn't end there. Then after the tsunami, we had the meltdown of the nuclear reactor. It displaced so many people. It was just a colossal tragedy.
その出来事を覚えてくださっている方がたくさんいるようですが、あの時、インドからもたくさんのご支援をいただきました。本当に感謝しています。
And I have to tell you that at that time when it was a national tragedy in Japan, the Indian Defense Forces, they came, did a lot of rescue operations, and we Japanese really appreciate it.
ですからね、日本には実際12年前にスズメのような境遇の人がたくさんいたんです。
So what I'm trying to tell you is that right now I've written about Suzume and you saw the movie about her. But 12 years ago in Tohoku, there were so many little Suzumes around.
ですから、この映画の中で描かれたいくつかの風景は12年前の日本に実際にあった風景です。
And so what you see, a lot of the depictions here, I have animated them, but they were actually based on real life scenarios at that time.
例えば、スズメが最後の、扉からドアから飛び降りて、常世に、向かっていくとき、常世が燃えていますよね。あれは実際にあった風景です。
So do you remember that scene in the end when Suzume opens the door and there's burning fields all over? So that actually happened.
津波で町が流された後、その残骸に火がついて、たくさんの町で火事が起きたんです。
So what happened was that you had an earthquake. It was followed by a tsunami. The tsunami uprooted many things, so there was like fuel lying around. So things burst into flames spontaneously in many places.
12年が経ってもスズメの心の中ではまだ町が燃えているのかもしれないと思って、あのようなシーンを描きました。
So what I was trying to show there is that for a little girl, she sees all of that. That even if so much time has passed, in her little heart, all she sees are fields that are lit afire as far as she can see.
あるいは建物の上に船が乗っているという不思議な風景がいくつかあったと思います。
You might have also noticed there's one scene where you have a ship that's on top of a building. Do you remember that?
あれもね、実際にあった風景です。津波が建物の高さを越えて襲ってきたので、船が、建物の上に取り残されたんです。
So that also actually happened. Just imagine that an earthquake caused tidal waves that shot up so high that they carried ships that landed on top of buildings.
そんな風にこの映画は悲しい実際にあった出来事をベースにした物語なんですが、僕はこの映画を見ていて笑ってしまうような楽しいエンターテインメントにしたいと考えました。
So actually, although the base of the story is something as tragic as this, when I make it into a movie, I want people to leave happy and to leave full of hope. I wanted to make it an enjoyable experience.
ですから今日皆さんが映画を見ながら少しでもね笑ってくださったり少しでも泣いてくださったりして映画を楽しんでくださったのであれば、これ以上幸せなことはありません。
So for me, all the effort that's gone into the film would be worth it if some of you laughed, some of you cried, and all of you had a good time. Did you?
Thank you. この映画をそんな風に楽しい映画にしたのは、人はねどんなに悲しい出来事にあったとしてもどんなに大きな災害があったとしてもその後でスズメたちのようにもう一度笑いながら生きていくことができるという風に信じたいからです。
So will you promise me that all of us will remember that no matter what life throws at you, no matter if you feel like a suzume sometimes, life always gives you new dreams as you can always pick yourself up and walk on. Are we going to remember that?
Yes.
So thank you for watching Suzume again. Thank you. Thank you.
Shilpa-san, if you're okay, we'd love to hear the process of you making this film.
Yes, yes. じゃあ少しだけねそのどういうふうにこの映画を作っていったかというお話をさせてください。
Okay, so are you bored or do you want to hear him talk about this process? No, you don't, right? You do? Are you sure?
トイレに行きたい人は今のうちに。
Again, you break anybody?
Okay. じゃあ少しだけねどういうふうに映画を作っていったかという話をします。
Okay, so then let me bore you a little more.
すみません、すごくて。Okay. 映画を作るときに一番最初にやるのはね、脚本を書くことですよね。
So of course we start off with a script first, right? For a story.
すずめの場合は半年ほどかけて一人で脚本を仕上げていきました。
So that is sort of a solitary experience. So for Suzume, I spent around 6 months working on it by myself.
アニメーションの場合は脚本の次は絵コンテというものを書きます。アニメーション映画の設計図となるものです。
So what you do after that is you want to have a story needs to have sort of a skeleton that will make it into a narrative as an animation.
すずめは2時間の映画ですから僕は2時間のストーリーボードをムービーとして作りました。
So what happens is that you have a script, so you have the story in place. Now you need to make sure that it kind of creates a narrative which will fit within 2 hours.
僕はストーリーボードを書くときにいつもまずセリフを読むところから始めるんですね。すずめのセリフもソータのセリフも玉木のセリフも全て自分で実際にマイクの前で演じてみます。
So I'll tell you what my process is. So once I have the script in place, I start off by doing the voices, and I do it myself. So it doesn't matter who the character is, whether it's Sota or Suzume or whoever. I start by getting a mic, and then I speak out all the voices to see how to pace the movie.
今日はね、せっかくの場なので、ちょっとだけ実際にどういうふうにセリフを取っていたか演じてみてもいいですか？
So if I have not bored you enough, do you want to see me actually speak out a few words?
ありがとう。皆さん元気ですね。
I just love the energy of India. Great job.
映画を見た後ですので、どのシーンをやるかご説明しましょう。
So all of us here watched the movie. So let me tell you about which scene I'm going to speak.
ミミズがね、学校から出てきているシーンです。椅子になってしまったソータが学校の扉を一生懸命閉めようとしています。
Do you remember that scene where the worm starts coming out of a school? And then Sota's already become a chair and he's trying really hard to shut it down.
そこにね、スズメが駆け込んできて、ソータは驚いて、君は死ぬのが怖くないのかというふうにスズメに叫びます。
And then do you remember Suzume starts running in there and he's like, what are you doing here? Aren't you scared of dying? And, right?
ちょっとそこのシーンのセリフから、ソータがね、呪文を唱えて扉を閉めるまでを少しやっています。
So I'll speak out those lines. It starts from that point and it ends with him shutting the door with a prayer.
本当はね、スズメのセリフも実際は自分もやっているんですけど、みんなの前でね、その女の子のセリフを高い声を出してやるのは恥ずかしいので、ちょっとソータだけにしようかなと思います。
So when I'm alone in my room, I can throw out any voice. But here in an auditorium, I don't want to scare you by doing the Suzume voice. So let's leave that. I'll just do the Sota part.
日本語で申し訳ないけど。
So in Japanese, you're all okay with that, right?
Yes.
Thank you. じゃあいきますね。君は死ぬのが怖くないのか？スズメさん、 君が鍵をかけろ。頼む。俺にはできないんだ。かけまくも賢き秘密の神よ。没名屋のうぶすなよ。久しく配慮をつかまつったこの山川。かしこみかしこみ。慎んで。お返し申す。Thank you. ちょっとね、恥ずかしいんですけど、僕はセリフを取るときにこのようにね、全力でやるようにいつもしています。
So I hope you can appreciate it. This was embarrassing for me, but I did it because it's you. You like that?
どうしてこんな風に全力でやるのかといえば、ここでやった声の芝居が、アニメーターたちへの指示になるからです。どのような芝居を書くべきか、声からわかるんですよね。
And you must be wondering how I'm able to put this much, energy into it, and I'm really putting all of it. It's like all in. And the reason is because I'm trying to create like a proper skeleton. Because there are going to be other people who will be collaborating on this later. Animators need to know work into this, so they need to have some sort of a reference point. What I'm trying to give them is a reference point.
あるいはアニメーター以外も、例えば実際に声をやる俳優や声優たちも、この僕の声の芝居をまずベースにして、これをいかに良い芝居にしていくかということを考えてやってくれます。
And as the project evolves, you get other people coming in, you'll have voice actors coming in. They need to know the temperature of the voice or how to do this. So this kind of provides a sort of a guidance to them.
ちなみに僕は、この作業を、東京の自宅で1年3ヶ月かけてずっと一人でやっていました。
So, in case you want to know, this was me for 1 year, 3 months, sitting in my room, shouting into my mic.
ですから、僕のね、娘が僕がこんな風に叫んでいると、お父さんどうしたの大丈夫というふうに心配してね、部屋に駆け込んできたんです。
And can you imagine my little daughter, what she thought? Like, Daddy, are you okay? Everything's fine. Like, multiple times.
あるいは狭い東京の住宅街でやっているので、隣の家の人がね、びっくりして事件かと思って警察に電話をしてしまったりとか、いろんなことがありました。
And I can still explain it to my daughter. How do I explain it to the neighbors? They call the police on me.
そんな風にいろいろあったんですけど、とにかく、まずはこんな風にね、1年3ヶ月かけて映画の設計図が出来上がるわけです。そこから初めて何百人ものスタッフを集めて、実際の映像を作っていきました。
So, but it takes what it takes. 1 year, 3 months of that, and then we had something in place. And then it was wonderful. We had hundreds of people coming into the project then and collaborating in their own way.
1年8ヶ月そこからかけて、今日皆さんに見ていただいたような美しい映像を一コマ一コマ作っていきました。
And after that, again, a year and 8 months of working on each and every frame hand by hand. I mean, it's a gift that I brought to you. I hope it made you happy.
今日はね、Thank you そのことを皆さんと共有できて嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
I'm so happy to share this with you.
じゃあちょっとそろそろね、質問を。
All right, we have limited time, so all of you can't ask your questions. Put your hands up if you want. Lay the person in the back right there with your hand up. Yep. Oh, is that? Who has the mic in the back row? All right, please.
Hello, nice to meet you. Hello.
まず、新海さんはとっても上手な声優です。
ありがとう。You speak Japanese very well.
But for the purpose of the audience, please ask your question.
Yeah. What's your favorite Indian movie? Except RRR.
あれはダメなのなんで
Why can't it be RRR?
Because everyone likes RRR.
Okay, so can I say Bad Bunny?
That's cheating.
でも実際にバードバニも RRR も日本でとても人気で、僕も映画館に見に行きました。
But this is no lie, Bahubali are very popular in Japan. I went to the cinema in Japan to watch them. Thoroughly enjoyed.
逆に言うとその2つ以外のインド映画というのはなかなか普通の映画館だとまだ見ることができないんですよね。
And it's probably our bad luck, but there are very few movies that come to the big theater in Japan. But these are the two that came and I made sure I watched them.
でもボリウッドフィルムはたくさんの たくさんの大事なことを、僕に教えてくれたような気がします。
But I'll tell you what's more important than the name. What is important is that I learn a lot when I watch an Indian film.
ハリウッドとは違う人々の楽しませ方、観客にハリウッドでは見えないような映像や物語を見せてくれる、それはもう本当に大切なことだというふうに、実感しました。
Because you know why? Indian films remind us that there's a wonderful way to enjoy movies. It's not the Hollywood format, it's a unique language, and it is made to fill your heart with joy. And I really like that.
ですからね、インディアンフィルムね、ボリウッドに負けないように僕たちもアニメーションを作っていきたいと思います。
So I'll tell you what I think. I think I need to make sure that I learn from Bollywood in its own game, and I'm going to make a movie that's going to make people as happy as Bollywood movies do.
So thank you for your question. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that lady with your hand up. Yeah, you. Stand up. Oh, another lady. Fine, you begin.
Sorry, すみません。新海さん、大ファンです。
Everyone speaks Japanese.
今、N5 なだけ習っていますから。By the way、大ファンです。
ありがとう。
お疲れ様。
ありがとう。
一回だけ写真をもらってくるかな。
写真は最後にみんなで撮れる。
一回だけ。
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 一回だけ。So she wanna take photo with me, but
We don't have time for that, please, today. But we will take a group photo right at the end. So, do you have a question? And please ask it in English. No, I'm sorry, not right now. We'll do it at the end. Don't waste your time with. Okay, this lady here. Stand up, please. Stand up so they know the mic. Yeah, you stand up. Give her the mic.
Hello. Thank you.
There's a lot of questions that I want to ask you, but
One.
okay. I just want to ask you that sometimes some people are like here who loves sad endings. Just why? Tell me your point of view why the people like sad endings, like me.
なぜなんでしょう。なぜかといえば、多分僕たちの人生そのものがハッピーなことだけではないからだと思います。
Well, I'm not an authority on people, but I'd say maybe people understand that life is not all about happy endings.
例えば初恋のことを考えれば、初恋が実って初恋の人と結婚できる人ってそんなに多くはないですよね。
So in a perfect world, we'd all meet our first love, we'd fall in love, be with that person forever until our death, right? Does that happen?
いや、時には起きますよね。
Sometimes it happens, right?
でも僕の初恋は叶わなかったので、僕は秒速5センチメートルというね、初恋が叶わない映画を作りました。
But like I can only speak from my experience. My first love didn't end the way I wanted to. So what did that lead to? It led to a film, the 5 centimeters film. Some good came out of it, right?
Thank you for your question. Thank you.
All right, that young gentleman with your blue phone, you can stand up. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, you your mic.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Lovely film. I wanted to ask you, what's your writing process? Like when you sit down to write, most of your films are based around romance. So is it something you want to do deliberately, or is it a genre you really love?
そうですね。ロマンスは僕自身も好きですが、僕以上に観客がロマンスを好きだと思います。
Well, I can't say that I dislike romance. I like romance, but I think more than me, my audience seems to like the idea of romance.
僕はスズメを作るときに、プロデューサーに最初に言ったことは、僕はもうラブロマンスを書くのは飽きたんだというふうにプロデューサーに言いました。
And I share a little secret with you. When I was working on this film, I was like, maybe I'm just done with romances for now.
でもプロデューサーは、あなたが飽きたとしても観客はロマンスに飽きていない。だからあなたはロマンスが得意なんだからロマンスを書くべきだというふうに言われました。
And you know what the producer said? He said, just because you're done means nothing. Your audience loves the way you write romances. Do what you think will make them happy.
でもね、僕はスズメを描くときに、スズメをただのロマンスの話にはしたくなかったんですね。ロマンスの要素もあるけど、スズメがどうやって成長して希望をつかむかという物語を作りたいと思いました。
So then I kind of had to strike a balance. So Suzume, the story is about love, but it's a lot more than just a love story. It's about her own growth arc, how she finds herself.
ですから、スズメの横にソータのようなね、イケメンが立っていてはちょっと邪魔だなというふうに思ったんです。
So when I was writing the script, I just can't have a handsome dude standing next to her. That's too obvious, right?
ですから僕はソータを椅子にしました。
So that's how poor Sota became a chair.
こんなふうにね、バランスを取りながら映画を作っています。
So that's how I find a balance in my life and in my script.
Thank you for your question. Thank you. Thank you.
Gentleman in black there, yeah, you can stand up there. Young gentleman.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
The movie was literally a goosebump. I loved it.
Thank
So
you.
I want to ask you a question. That your movies are all about the challenges you face in love. So do you want your love life to have challenges, or you have love
そうですね、さっきもちょっと言いましたけど、僕は初恋も実らなかったし、今まで片思いばかりでしたね。
I don't know why you keep rubbing it in, but I told you my first love didn't end well. And I've had lots of one-sided crushes, but you keep asking me that.
まあでも今は一応妻もおりますし、娘もおります。
But I think I have a wife, I have a daughter. A lot.
No, sorry, none. No, we can't. We don't have time for it today. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, thank you for your question. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, young lady, your turn.
ありがとう。
No pictures, no photo ops, just a question, yeah?
Nice to meet you.
I love all of your films.
Thank you.
I'm an artist.
Ah.
Okay, you can ask me like it's fine. I'm a fellow artist. I'm studying to be a concept artist right now. I wanted to know what advice you would have for other creators, other animators, other storytellers, writers in the industry, and what you would say, the challenges that you've been through, and what you would say to them.
わかりました。はい。そうですね。一つ、秘密じゃないですけど、ちょっとしたことを話すと、僕が今でもよく見る夢があります。
It is maybe you're asking for the secret sauce or something, but it's not really a secret sauce. But I'll tell you about this little recurring dream I have.
夜寝た時に見る夢ですね。
It's a dream I often see when I sleep at night.
それは自分が10代だった時、自分が学生だった時の夢です。
And in that dream, I see myself, what I was like when I was in my early teens.
入学式でこうね、知らない人と出会うことにとてもナーバスになっている夢とか。
It's when you enter like a new stage of school, and then you know there are going to be new people, new school friends, and then it makes you really nervous.
あるいはその試験勉強を全然やっていないのにテストを受けなければいけない時の夢とか。
Or you forgot to study for a test and it happens to be tomorrow.
あるいはね、自分が片思いしている女の子が、その人に彼氏がいるということが分かってしまった時の悲しい夢とか。
Or that wonderful moment when you figure out that the girl you have a crush on happens to have somebody. Or
そういうふうにその10代の時感じていた感情が今でもね、こう冷蔵庫の中に保存されているように自分の中に、クリアなまま残っているんですね。
No, what it says is that there's a deep freezer inside my heart, and in my dreams that thaws a bit, and these little dreams keep popping back of those memories.
でもその感情が今でも自分が映画を作ることをすごく助けてくれています。
But I'll tell you, as a creator, these little dreams keep coming, and they push me along. They help me become a creator.
ですから今自分がね、お若い時の今のそのフレッシュな気持ち、それが悩みであっても、どんな辛い気持ちであってもいいから、それを大事にね、それが消えないようにずっと抱き続けていてください。
So you look like so young, so full of hope. So my one piece of advice to you would be, don't ever forget this feeling. There's so much freshness, there's so much anguish. keep all of that alive because it'll lead you to good places.
So I wish you the best. So thank you for your question.
Thank you so much. We don't have time for any more, but we have a surprise for you. Would you honor them by a photograph with all
Okay,
of them?
yeah, sure.
All right.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
hold up all your paintings, cartoons, whatever you have, and put it in the picture, yeah?
मैं नहीं जा रहा अरे मैं उसका फैन ही नहीं हूँ भाई